sign of the zodiac represents a principle of righteousness. And you have all the signs in you. Those are energies within you, okay? Well, what you're talking about when you say, I'm a Virgo, I'm a Capricorn, you're talking about your sun sign, okay? Your sun sign. That's your focus in life. What did I come into this life to focus on? We all, when we were on at a higher consciousness, we chose this life. We decided, I can accomplish this mission. You know, I can accomplish this person. So we designed our own chart. In other words, when the energies were ripe for you to walk the path of the mission you chose, that's when you came into this life to demonstrate that path, you see. So what it is that, you know, and so each sign of the zodiac will, it plays a part. It's an energy makeup of you, okay? The sun represents your focus. Then we look at the, your moon. How am I emotionally? You know, you have a moon sign. How do I feel about things? You have a rising sign. What are my actions? What do I do? You know, you have a Mercury sign. How do I think? Where was Mercury sitting? What constellation? What energy was Mercury sending out? That tells you how you think. You have your Venus. How do I love? You have your Mars. How do I fight? What is my aggression? You know, Aries. We'll start with Aries. That's the first sign. It indicates the spiritual warrior. In other words, we're ready to stand up and fight, you know, for what is right, you know, for righteousness. We go to Taurus, the second sign of the zodiac. We're talking values, you see. And each sign has a planet that represents it. Each sign, and they also have a house that represents it. So when we look at the first house, that's normally where Aries would be, and the energy of Mars, what we're looking at is our personal actions. Aries represents the spiritual warrior. You know, the Taurus represents what you value in life, you see, our values. Gemini is going to represent understanding. These are all the principles of righteousness that I'm talking about, that you have to demonstrate in order to be whole and full. The Cancer represents your families, your heritage, your nurturing energy. You know, your Leo represents your creativity, your children, your pleasure. This is the ruling energy. This is the identifier. You know, they talk about Leo as being the sign of the ego. This is the identifier of us as the royal rulers, the children of the universal forces, you see, the royal rulers, because Leo represents children, it represents creativity, it represents the rulers, you see. You put all those together to understand that. The Virgo energy is the healer, you know, the purger, the purifier. Let's cleanse. Then the Libra is the partnership in marriage, you know, or justice, balance, equality. Scorpio represents bonding. Sagittarius, spiritual wisdom. Capricorn, sacrifice, humbleness. You know, Aquarius is the humanitarian. And Pisces is the compassionate one, okay? Now, if you leave one of these principles out, you're aberrant. You're an aberrant entity. You're not whole, you're not full, and you're not sacred. And the only way to access the spiritual is to be full and whole and sacred. And that's why you can understand why the earth is going through this tear down, this degradation, because now it's going against the grain of the dominant force of the universe. The universe is about sacredness. It's about righteousness. It's about being whole and full and using all of these. You know, the powers that be, they're not practicing the Libra, you know, justice. They're not practicing values. They're not practicing humbleness. And if you're leaving out one, just one, you're not whole. You're not full. You don't make the cut. You don't ascend to the higher level, you see. So this is what we have to do. We have to reverse from the physical and start dealing in these spiritual principles in order to become full and whole and sacred, in order to, you know, to contribute to Mother Earth taking her place among the universal, the royal family.